Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Journal podcast. This one is all about cars and not just my Saab 900 Turbo currently on sale near you for a very, very reasonable price, but also about some of the newest winners of our car awards and some very exciting Giga yachts, as well as the biggest scoop on the best club sandwich in the world. Enjoy. Rory F.H. Smith. The F.H. is crucial.
It is.
Does it stand for something different every time?
No. I wish it did stand for something more interesting, but there is another Rory Smith out there, and he writes about football. So I need to differentiate myself.
Really?
Yes. Again, I wish there was a more interesting story behind it.
So he is just the Rory Smith.
He's unfortunately my SEO nemesis, and
Okay.
he sort of is ranking higher than I am on the Google index if you just Google Rory Smith.
So tip the balance. You just need more Gentleman's Journal bylines.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's
He's
see
got a lot of bylines. So that's not uncommon.
Many years worth of bylines now.
Okay, I thought it could be Rory Ferrari horsepower.
So that would be good. I mean, we can create it as that if you want, if it makes me sound better. But
Okay.
no, sadly, it's my middle names.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Great.
Which I won't disclose. You know.
No, fine.
Trust-
Good to keep something close to the chest. Will you disclose some things about cars, though?
Yes,
Good.
we have a lot to talk about. As it's been a busy.
We haven't
start
done
to
this.
the year.
We haven't done this for a year, have we?
I hope we're not catching up on a whole.
No,
year's
we're
worth
not.
of
But with the last
stuff.
time we were meant to do it every couple of months, and we stopped. We did one last year, and anyway, we're going to change.
This needs to be monthly.
It's a monthly thing.
Monthly car tour with
So
Rory
we've got-
F.H. Smith.
Yeah.
You could do weekly. You could even do daily.
No,
I mean,
it's
you
not
know.
that much.
Surely, how many cars get released a year? 10? 4?
Way more.
Depends what the interesting ones. It's probably only a few. but-
Chinese are releasing one every week.
Although I did see a headline, this is how topical I get. I did see a headline saying that there has been a slowdown in Chinese car sales. BYD is in trouble.
Build your dreams. It stands for.
It does.
What a brilliant
Yeah.
Are they slowing down? Tell us.
I don't think they're slowing down. I think the best-selling car
Is it really?
recently was a JQ 7, which you will no doubt have seen thousands
I've seen a
of
few
them on the streets.
influencer things going on that.
Lots of influencer activity going on there with a lot of the Chinese brands, but JQ are one that have come to the UK and just completely bought market share and dominating at the moment. They look a lot like a Range Rover Evoque.
They do.
Yeah.
And actually, isn't there one, a JQ garage, where on that roundabout as you come into Chiswick, there used to be a
Yes.
Porsche or
It was.
Tesla.
You're right.
Tesla.
Taken
It used to be Tesla. It used to be a classic dealership, and then it became a Tesla, and now
Now they've
JQ's.
taken over from Tesla.
But
Is that
they-
a sign that Tesla's doing badly, or is that?
Well, there is a lot of talk about Tesla not doing so well. I mean, partly I think Elon Musk has lost interest. He's sort of realised that at the end of the day, it's just a car company, and actually sending robots into space is probably more exciting.
Yeah.
So,
Not
yeah.
for us not today.
Not
We love
today.
cars. So
Right.
what are the headlines then? What's going on in the car
Well,
world?
we got
I
lots to talk
stopped
about.
concentrating after the release of the Range Rover P38, the finest car ever
You need
made.
to
Now
disclose you have an interest in saying
I do. Sales of the Range Rover P38
You bought quite a lot of cars last year. So you bought a Saab 900
turbo. Yeah.
Turbo,
that. Harry, that's crucial. You cannot drop the turbo. That's
which for the readers, it was actually in our summer shoot with Danny Dyer.
It was. And when I do come to sell it,
that'll be in the headline.
And you also bought a classic Range Rover,
a Range Rover, not the classic Range Rover, the Range Rover P38, the second generation.
which some would say is the most unreliable. Out there.
Some would, but I think it is a future classic.
How many breakdowns we had? Let's cut to the really important stuff.
Is it, if it doesn't start, is that a breakdown?
Yeah.
The alternator went very early on. Since then, touching all this wood, which is what we were told not to do.
Why don't you touch the wood inside your Range Rover
There's a
P38?
lot of it polished walnut wood.
Is it real?
Yeah, it's real. Oh my god, it's
think
sumptuous.
it
They don't
is.
make cars like that anymore. The final plug on that, it's a very rare 2002 reg Range Rover P38. Not many of those, as you know.
No.
YGO2 is the plate. I'm not going to say the whole one.
Yeah.
And it's in
Just in case
green
someone tries to steal it.
with a coffee leather interior. It's called the Royal Edition,
So tan on green.
and it
That's
is
green on tan.
and it's the exact one that the Queen and some other members of the royal family.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're
Other
wading
ones.
into some slightly interesting territory.
Into the Queen and the more topical members of the royal family.
Okay.
Drove. So it's a future classic.
Is it actually theirs or is it no?
No, it's a Japanese import, which, as Rory knows,
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Japanese.
And also, no, they're very reliable. There's no salt on the road or something.
But
Road, look at this guy.
it's not so much into reliability, but it's the rust.
Yeah.
So all these British cars, or all cars in general, rust because someone
I was
a long
looking
time
actually
ago.
at Mercedes that was from Japan.
A G-Wagon?
No, it wasn't. It was a S class of 1990.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
boxy ones, you know.
yeah.
Cool.
Like the 80s when everything was going well.
A bulletproof one with the sort of
exactly.
wired hand
Anyway, we're
phone
here
in
to
the
talk about
back.
new cars.
Here we are. We're sort of reminiscing.
So
about
like
the old ones.
it's not a classic car show. So
Could be.
we'll kick off. Car awards. We did
Car awards.
at the end
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this
we
year.
did. We did
You
the car
masterfully
awards
put together.
Yeah, at the end of last year.
You want to take us through the highlights?
Well, the highlights. I mean, there were some great cars, some great categories in there. The ones that really stood out for me, and I saw this when it first got revealed, and the designer pulled the covers off it, was the Morgan Supersport, which I think is a really inspired piece of design. And this is a company that is based in the Malvern Hills. They still, underneath all that bodywork is a wooden frame, so they still make their cars in a very, very.
Why do they do that? I just out of interest.
It's a historic link, but also it's lightweight. Wood.
Is it lightweight?
Well, this is the beauty of these cars, is they're lightweight, and so many cars these days, they come to market, they are so heavy.
Richard Hammond loves them, doesn't he?
Yeah, real enthusiasts love them, but this car was designed to sort of sway more of the mass into Morgan. So up until now, it's
So how
been
much is it then these masses can afford?
it's over 100. So we're not talking mass,
Yeah.
but they wanted to create a Morgan that was good for daily driving, so it doesn't leak, the wind doesn't sort of come in through they've all got these canvas roofs, but this one actually has a hard top.
Okay.
So
where did you drive it?
well, it's around Malvern.
Okay.
So
went up to the factory.
yeah. It's a very cool place, and it's a beautiful part of the UK actually. If you've been before, yeah, Worcestershire.
So overlooked. Had a wedding.
Very
in
over.
Worcestershire a couple
My
of years
thoughts
ago.
exactly.
WT postcode.
WT postcode. That's
I
right.
always find the people who live there, they still say they live in Gloucestershire.
Do they?
Yeah, on the border.
Interesting.
On the
There's a
border
few
of
people I
Gloucestershire.
won't-
Some rivalry there.
Yeah.
County talk.
County
Let's
talk.
do a bit more.
So just why do you think this deserved to be in the car awards? Like, what were the main things?
Well, I gave it the Innovation Award because I think it's a big departure. It doesn't look it on the face.
Innovation Award, the wooden frame car. You
Well,
get the Innovation Award.
Yes, and there's an interesting story in there because not many manufacturers are making lightweight cars anymore. This thing is lightweight. It's also quite a departure from what Morgan has done traditionally, which has been to make cars. They do still sort of look like they're from the 1930s, which is when this, or even older than that, I think Morgan dates back to. But the modern Supersport is just got that edge to it that makes it just looks stunning in my eyes.
Yeah.
It could have also had the design award. I wasn't.
And is that like, how long ago did they release a car before that? Or is that like
So they,
I mean, is that going to last them now? That's like a big push for this year.
that's their flagship. So that's the top of the range Morgan that they do. The others, they are still I would assume they're going to refresh those and still have those, but they are a cheaper price point.
Amazing.
But the Supersport's pretty cool.
How much does it weigh?
That's a really good question.
How much does a car weigh? Like 2 tons?
Well, a lot of modern cars now are over 2. Especially SUVs, because most cars now are SUVs, and they're easily over 2. I mean, you're clocking in a Rolls Royce, you're clocking on for nearly 3.
Wow.
Electric
can
Rolls
feel it,
Royce,
though.
Spectre, for example.
Feel it.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
I had.
You can feel
I drove a Cullinan down to
Man of the people.
down. No, that was a test drive. But they are big old beasts. Aren't
They are big.
Like, and they just take a long time to get going.
But they are big, and they alienate a lot of people. But I actually kind of respect.
No,
what they
I
are,
think
which is
the attention to detail is not. But were they in our car awards? They weren't. So let's
no.
stay on the
Spectre
car.
got runner up actually.
Did it really?
on
Okay.
electric?
So so what after Innovation Award? What came after that?
Well, we had the Sports Car Award, which went to the Bentley Super Sports, which I haven't driven. Full disclosure, it's coming later this year.
Yeah.
But for me, that's quite
A car that originally saved Bentley, really.
yeah. Well, the Super Sport is an old name within Bentley that they've brought back, but it's quite wild for Bentley. For a long time they've been down the line making very lovely.
You're about to say mass cars again.
Not mass. I don't think we're going to really touch on any mass cars in this podcast.
Okay.
But they've been making great cars, but they have been making ones that are quite sort of safe, I guess. You know, that they do a job brilliantly. If you're in the market for a £200,000 Grand Tourer, then that's pretty much where you're going to head to. So, you know, Joe, maybe sell the Range Rover and the Saab, and you could
have 5.
you'll have the deposit.
They seem like they're about to have a really good time, Bentley. I don't know.
I think so.
I mean, like
New CEO.
New CEO.
Yeah,
like,
from
new,
Porsche.
New marketing team.
Yeah.
Like Greg Williams is somehow involved in it.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Greg needs a bit more.
But they just seem like they're becoming like the videos on social media and stuff. It's cool.
And that's what this car.
Which it never. Bentley was never.
No.
You know, you wouldn't say it was cool.
Well, I'm
but
sure
now
it's
you're
nice to hear
saying
that.
now I think it's like they just seem like
Yeah, I completely agree.
again not really.
Yeah.
They're sort of, and also they're celebrating the old cars as well.
Yeah.
Which I think
Yeah.
is quite rare for a car brand. Like they always talk, let's always talk about the new, but actually,
Well, they reference the past, but it's usually quite token. Whereas this thing's quite wild, and it's going to be a hunkered down racer basically,
Right.
rather than a soft Grand Tourer, which is what they've usually done.
And when you say wild, what makes a car wild to you? What's interesting about
Wild for Bentley, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like
is it competing against Aston? Who's it going against?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Aston have gone hard down like the we make cars for drivers route, whereas I think the Super Sport is probably still a big car, but it's definitely one for drivers. I mean, who knows? We'll drive it and we'll actually see where it places.
So when's that?
It's due to come out later this year. I think deliveries are meant to start after the summer.
Okay.
So drives will be presumably
Soon.
before then. Yeah.
Fun.
Watch this space. We'll try and get on that one. And
Yeah.
Do you get invited to test drive almost every new sort of luxury end car?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
And do you take them up on most offers?
Yeah.
When possible. Yeah.
What
How
about
many
it?
cars do you test drive a month?
Oh, well, it's. I mean, as you said earlier on the podcast, there's not that many of those cars that come out. So it's
What
not-
about the other Rory Smith? Does he?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
games has he-
Yeah, maybe you meant to get him on this podcast. You actually ended up with me.
We're going to talk about Man City. But you do many a year. I'm just intrigued in the actual like mechanics of how the car journalism world works.
Well, there's two ways of doing it. You either go on a launch or you get one. You know, very kindly, the manufacturers deliver them to your house.
Yeah. So some you have to pick up.
Some you do have to
Some-
pick up.
some that don't have
from
the
brands that
budgets
we
to
won't
go and pick up.
We won't mention.
Yeah, we.
when do those benefits sort of kick in? Because now I've been driving for
Well, you've
18 months.
just got your.
No, I'm over a year now. I can rent a car in
Well, you just got your driving license.
in
so,
October
yeah.
2024.
I mean, you got your driving license, and you went and bought 2 classic cars.
You've got to
Yeah.
pick up for all time.
It's quite bold, isn't it?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got
Really
mine.
That was bold. I appreciated it.
And a
Thank
dog.
And
Yeah.
a dog.
All in one year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
a
good.
dog as well. Gosh, we need.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a Range Rover, you kind of need a dog, right?
Exactly. That was
Yeah.
my
Comes with
exact
the
thing.
territory.
Although
I mean, it's a what is it?
it's
She.
Nancy
Nancy is what
is a
breed?
turbocharged 4.6 litre. No, a Cavapoo.
A Cavapoo.
And she's,
very Range Rover.
Yeah.
S.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But she's got.
Very inner city Range Rover driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, guys.
Yeah,
She's sort of got a beautiful colourway. She's an astonishing dog that really complements the car.
The green on tab.
In fact, she's a perfect tan on
Okay.
black. So she matches the Saab 900.
Okay.
So you can only take her in one car.
Was that
So,
crucial when did you buy the car or the dog first?
Within months of each other.
Okay.
I can't remember who came first, but it's just one of those things when the universe is just sort of aligned and you think I'm on the right path.
Yeah. When your dog matches your car, that's
Exactly.
that's when everything aligns.
Exactly. So what's the next?
Right, back on to more serious part.
Next category, I think we probably need to talk about car of the year, right? Which is what we gave to a Porsche Turbo. And this, I've put a note here. I said Porsche Turbo is now more Swiss industrialist than City Boy showboat because
love that.
you know this is a cool car.
A load of them in Switzerland as well.
Of course there is, and for good reason, which I'll come on to. But when the Porsche Turbo first hit, it arrived in the middle of the oil crisis in the sort of end of the 70s, which was a bad time to launch a car that was quite heavy on fuel. It was almost immediately taken up by the sort of city boy traders who saw it as the ultimate accessory, the bonus car.
These are the ones that had like the weighted bumpers and stuff.
Yeah, well, they had the big rear wing basically, and the side.
Didn't they have a front weighted bumper to like keep it down or something? I swear it was.
They were named the Widowmaker.
Okay.
Because there was
For
a lot of
obvious
power
reasons.
early turbo technology in the 80s wasn't great. So basically what you did is you put your foot down, nothing really happened, and then everything happened all at once.
Really?
And that was quite hard for people to handle.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of casualties maybe.
Yeah,
I'm sure Porsche won't disclose that.
Mad.
And the weight is towards the back. That's such an obvious thing to say.
The engine is in the back.
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah. We're covering off the basics.
Yeah.
Thanks for your
astonishing.
Thanks for your input there.
Yeah. It's astonishing when you open up the front of a Porsche. You, what?
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's where you put your
That's when you
weekend.
put your
bag.
little weekend back.
Yeah.
Which
And
is-
it is only you can only. Well, they're bigger than you think.
It's bigger than you think.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's actually they're
So
quite
why
practical.
why did you pick this car then? As
Well,
part of it?
this was a car that I drove last year, and
Where did you drive it?
we drove it in Malaga. So,
So this is a
Ascari
this is a
circuit.
press-
It was a press launch. This was a full-on press launch.
So you got to like really put it on its. butt.
Yeah. We had professional drivers with us showing us the ropes, and then we got to do a few laps ourselves around Ascari track, which is brilliant. Private owners club track, which is beautiful.
And can you
probably one
do
of
you
the best
actually give
races.
it some proper?
Oh yeah. You can go all out. I mean,
And you're with a professional driver who's teaching you how to properly.
well, you are for the first bit, and then they will lead you in a
Yeah.
in a chase car basically, and you follow them.
Wow.
So
Okay.
and you're in a line, so there's maybe 3 cars in a line, and you're all following. So there's
You're wrong.
a lot of room for error. There wasn't anything that went wrong on my launch, but yes, things do go wrong.
And what was it like to drive on that track?
Ascari's amazing. It is stunning. It was made, I can't remember, back in the 2000s, I think, but it's almost as if you pieced all the best corners and the
corners
most
into
beautiful
one thing.
scenery together. You'd get that. It's a very cool place. A lot of people that have nice cars keep their cars there, and then they can just take them out for the weekend.
Really, just on
Yeah.
the track.
Yeah. It's a nice one.
Big luxury that is.
Big luxury.
So what was it like then? What was so amazing about this?
And the reason I said about the Swiss industrialist side of things is that this Porsche Turbo, I mean, you go through the press briefing, they're like, this is the all-rounder, this is the car that will do everything. And you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. Then you get in it and you realize that actually is the case.
can.
And but it's just so brilliant at sort of driving to a racetrack in quite calm, sedate way.
Yeah.
And then you get it on the racetrack and it's just...
I've started to like Porsche. I didn't. No, but I didn't. I mean, I didn't like them before. I just thought they were quite boring. Yeah.
Nothing boring about it.
No, but
It's the most
I did.
beautiful cars.
I did, and then I was like, I sort of thought like they had so many versions of like one car, but then.
But that's
now,
the secret to
No,
the
but now I've gone in a few. I've just started to, and they are. No, but they are with the not mine, but they do have very like different things, and I think the top of the range, you can tell a top of the range Porsche against a standard one.
Well, that's where they get you, because when you're in and you start to have an interest, then you start picking up on those tiny little references where they've made a model slightly different, and that's where they get you. And then you're into the Porsche black hole.
And are they still doing? They're still doing well as a car brand.
Yeah, I think a lot of car manufacturers in general became slightly unstuck with their move to electrification, and now things are sort of pinging back the other way. Porsche, one of them, because they committed very
Bentley
heavily.
did the same thing, didn't they?
They were a bit more cautious.
Yeah.
They didn't commit quite so heavily on products like Porsche did.
Yeah.
And now Porsche sort
You
of
don't
grown
buy an electric Porsche, do you? Or you can.
You can. There's a Taycan or a Macan or a Cayenne.
It seems a bit odd. It seems like a waste. But mind you, I've seen some of them, and they drive past you.
They're good. They're very, very fast.
Yeah.
They're very, they're...
Do they make any noise at all?
No.
Well, it's synthetic noise. But in the cabin, it's almost like you're in a spaceship. It's that kind of noise.
And so this is just the full fat turbo.
Full fat Turbo S.
And Turbo S.
Yeah.
And Combien?
I think they're weighing in you're looking at sort of 200 mark.
Yeah.
And when you say Swiss industrialists, what do you mean by that? Why is that now?
Because
target market?
they're just so precisely engineered, and for example, the new one has 2 e-turbos, and the e-turbo, like I said with the Widowmaker back in the day, you used to get a lot of lag and turbo lag. Maybe Joe is something you've even picked up on it at some point. But e-turbos eradicate any kind of lag, because what it does is you have a battery that spools up the turbo, so it's already spinning, and then when you accelerate, there's just no lag at all. So what you essentially get is just a car that is absolutely rapid.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it needed 2 turbos, but it's got 2 turbos, which makes it incredibly fast accelerating, but also...
They just feel like they're also built like amazingly well.
Exactly.
When you sit in them,
Yeah.
and like even the your steering wheel buttons. They're
Yeah.
just like so well.
It's crisp.
executed.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just like, I mean, it sounds a bit weird to sit there and just go,
Yeah.
but everything, all the buttons, they feel like they're proper.
The kind of details that a Swiss industrialist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
You see all of them in Stad?
I see a lot of them in Stad. Why are we getting on Stad?
Because
Well, they're four-wheel drive as well, so actually they're quite good for all
there's
weather.
those. You see a lot. You see a lot in the Alps, and those in G wagons, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
The coolest look is when people bolt skis to the back. You know, you can get a suction.
Do you think that's cool?
rack.
I saw
like putting a Christmas tree
which Ferrari is the slightly estate Ferraris?
Oh, the GTC 4 Lusso.
No, I'm not. I'm talking before that. I'm talking
FF.
FF, yeah.
Yeah.
There's loads of those that people have started putting the skis on.
Yeah.
And they're actually, I mean, they're expensive secondhand, but you
Yeah.
can pick them up for like relatively.
Yeah.
I quite also like old Bentleys as well. There's been quite a few of those.
Oh, like Continental T.
just like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, I find
chunky 90s
I find that
ones.
amazing. That's when you're really wealthy when you're driving it around a ski resort because the salt,
Oh, yeah.
And also, I often think, how did they get them there?
I think they just buy them there.
They buy them there.
Yeah, they probably buy them there.
Yeah.
And then just, it's sort of like, but they just look very cool.
The coolest car to have in a ski resort is a Fiat Panda.
Okay.
With,
Yes.
with the baskets on the hand woven baskets on top.
You need to caveat with the original Fiat
original
Panda.
Fiat Panda,
Yeah.
4x4s.
No, they do some. They also did
Haven't
like.
seen those on Instagram at all, have we?
There are lots of
Okay.
well, then it's not the coolest.
Yeah.
The coolest car to have in this probably is a Mercedes Vito van.
Yeah.
They charge you £150 to go 4 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Go,
No.
yeah, hi, you want to pay on card? Can we put it to the room?
Yeah. That's crazy. That.
Tried, have we?
Right. So
Yeah. Back to cars.
Back to cars. What's next?
Well, the next thing I was going to talk about was Ineos Grenadier actually, because
They won the best of bench cars.
They did.
You
They
had one at Christmas.
I had one at Christmas. I had one.
I had one at Christmas.
I had a bright red one.
I have a white one. I say I have
still,
a white
still
one.
have one.
Do they just give you the colours
No,
that no one wants?
No, I loved it. I actually love it. I got mine had. You had one that looked like Christmas, like
It was.
Santa's Range Rover.
It was incredibly festive.
Yeah. So what do you think of it? Because I've fallen in love with mine.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's a car that I've had previous experience with because I went to go and drive it with Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah, that was
back
when
when
the
it's-
last time we did this podcast.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Back when it kind of first came out, or it had been out a while by then.
You went to where did you go? Tanzania.
Yeah, Okavango Delta. We went to Kruger National Park. Started in Kruger National Park
Yeah.
and drove it many miles in the kind of environment that it's meant to be driven in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, and I don't think Ineos would say that this car is meant to be driven in central London.
I think I'm going to come on to this because I'm getting like I had when I drove mine, just everyone's like, oh, that's such a bad car for London, and I'm like, it's not meant to be.
No, it's
driven
not.
in London.
Exactly.
And actually, like I think everyone tries to compare it because of the Defender
Yeah.
comparison. Everyone compares it to a new Defender, and I just don't think they're trying to do that.
It's not a fair comparison. They don't. To be fair to them in their marketing, they don't even say it's not a city car. It's not meant to be there. It's sort of fine to keep it there for a few days. But living with it was fun. I would say
It makes you smile, doesn't it?
It makes you smile. It makes everyone else smile. And actually, when the going gets tough, because I took it off-roading in Salisbury Plains, which for those who don't know is like a military training ground for tanks, basically. So
Wow.
proper off-roading, and it's really hard to find a car that's better at off-roading than that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also the way it's been built. It's just like you know,
very
it's
mechanical.
quite hard to it's a big step up.
Yeah.
And actually, car people like Simon de Burton,
Yeah.
your car journalist nemesis, was no, but we were actually both on a press trip in Saudi, and we were just saying how great they are.
Yeah, they'll get you out of trouble.
I just think they've been built to do that job. And
Yeah.
in Switzerland, where I was driving mine, it was quite nice to have that rather than have G-Wagon, because everyone has G-Wagons.
They do.
So it's a really unusual car. I think there's two where I was driving around.
Yeah.
And I think it's got a cool factor.
It does have a cool factor, and it's that rarity factor that makes it cool as well.
And they've just brought out, you just wrote about recently, they just brought out a
Black Edition.
So because they've got rid of, there was slightly the wobbly steering. They said they touched
the biggest change that they've brought out that's actually on the new 26 model gear. So for this year, they've brought out a model with revised steering. So the biggest bugbear for most people on Ineos Grenadier was that it doesn't have self-centralizing steering. So
Yeah, which I quite like.
yeah, but it can catch you off guard, especially when you're doing a lot of tight turns in London. It's a lot of winding, basically, is what you're doing, backwards and forwards. So the new steering ratio on the new one is meant to help massively with that. I haven't driven a 26 model year car yet, but they say that it's meant to make it a lot easier to drive on the road.
Did you have the pickup one, or did you have a station wagon?
No, I had a station wagon.
Okay. I haven't seen the pickups.
A red pickup at Christmas time, that would have been quite interesting. I would have definitely been hired for a few Santa Santa experiences.
Good.
Can you still slosh out the footwells? The footwells have valves at the bottom, so in case you get...
Well, I don't think... it's... If you get in it, it looks like you probably could hose it out, but I don't think they would recommend you did that because there is electronics in it. So I don't know on that.
I think
someone showed me the other day. They were like, "Yeah, I can unscrew that."
On an Ineos.
Yeah.
No, I think they're pretty. I mean,
they're pretty hard.
That's great though.
I don't know what any of those buttons do on the top. I don't touch them.
Yeah. It's one of those moments when you say in a podcast, "Don't try this at home." I don't want to have a load of people writing into the Gentleman's Journal saying I hosed out my Ineos Grenadier and how it doesn't work.
Column. Good. All right. So what's next?
Next, I've got. Have we reached or surpassed? Well, I think we have.
So is that all the car awards then? Is that everything?
No, there were more car awards.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to delve?
Well, no, just go quickly. What else won?
Well, I need to bring it up actually. So just give me a second.
I think there was a couple more, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a Fiat 500. Well, not the Fiat 500, the Abarth version of the 500e.
Oh, great
This was for hot hatches,
great
right?
car,
So the one category we had was...
I mean, you can also pick up the old ones for nothing, Mr. Classic Car Man here.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they're Larry cars.
How old are you talking? Old?
No,
old
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the ones with the engines out the back.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about when they first relaunched.
Yes. Yeah.
I think
like 2010.
Yeah, I think they're great.
They are cool.
I think they're great, and they're just like they're everything an Italian hot hatch should be. They're like Larry.
Yeah. They are.
That was like Lapo Elkan's like genius.
Really?
Well, he was the one who I think Harley brought that back. And it also went back to Fiat's original business model in the great days of Gianni Agnelli, where they were just building a car that was cheap, does the job, and that's what it did. And then they go and take the Abarth, and they're like, let's put a
big engine
and see what happens.
Exactly. So it's a shame they don't do a combustion version of that Abarth anymore because
So it's just electric, the new one.
it's just electric.
But is it? It's still fast.
I think the way things are heading, I think they might
Go back.
Go maybe put a combustion engine in an Abarth version, which I think everyone would love.
Yeah.
But the electric one is fun. I mean, it's not, but on paper it's not rapid. It's not going to win any awards for performance, but it's really nippy because it's got four corners, four wheels, one in each corner. It's very agile around town. It's got this amazing sort of canvas roof that comes back. So
it's perfect to have in London.
It's perfect for London.
How much are they, Ray?
I think they're around 35. So
same price as a Golf, basically.
Yeah. It's not, is this a podcast of the people or not?
No, I mean, I'm just wondering how much it is because you're like, who do you see it against? And that would be against a Golf, really.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So that was one of them. We had another one. We had Electric Car of the Year, which was the Volvo ES90, which was drove again last year. But that's a very, very calm sort of Scandi chic take on a saloon, which not many people are doing saloons anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes straight for the SUV.
Which Volvos were famous for the...
Volvos were famous for...
You love Volvo?
No, I do love Volvos. The Volvo estate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's on
Did
my
you not
list.
get one? You didn't ask on Volvo estate.
I was
That's
because they announced they were no longer going to do the estate.
How much are...
They rode back on that now.
Have they?
How much are the classic estates?
Not sure.
Yeah,
Can find out.
They must be going up in value, surely.
Someone actually...
Backwards facing seats.
Someone sent me an R, which was, I can't remember what year it was, probably early 2000s.
My uncle had a sports one.
Yeah, the R Estate.
Yeah.
Which was, I think it was an 850.
Which they're quite rare.
It looks like a brick, and this one was red as well. Japanese import, so Joe, this has got your name on it. But
Are you selling? What are you doing? Are you doing Park Exchange as we speak? Selling the Saab and
selling the dog.
Wow.
No, they're great.
I like the XC70 one, which is like the four-wheel drive, sporty, newer one.
Estate, you mean?
We can do a 1994 green Volvo estate with a roof rack. Speaking to the microphone, that's just under $5,000. So by the time I've got my hands on them,
great.
Yeah.
4 and a bit.
Maybe we can do the next podcast in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, they used to
Leather
have the little child
did.
seats in
They
the
used to have
back.
Yeah.
Which
they
they're
rear-facing.
probably illegal.
They're illegal now.
They're
Yeah, yeah.
illegal.
Mercedes also had the same. It was like a pop-up.
So can you not drive if you have your kids? Can you not put your kids in the back now?
Well, you can. It's like if it's a
They
classic
wouldn't
car and it
get
was
told
built
off
in
by.
period.
Well, you get told off at the police.
I don't think you'd necessarily get told off. I think it's more like, do you want to take that risk as a parent?
Well, the old joke was that if you've got enough kids to put two in the back of a Volvo Estate, you can afford to lose some. That was the joke people used to say.
Wow.
But that shows you the kind of person who'd own a Volvo
it was
Estate.
it was a different time period, right? We're talking about the 90s when
This is a daytime podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then anything else?
ES90. I'm trying to remember now what else we had on there, but I think we've pretty much covered most of them.
What was the electric car? So that was the Volvo.
We had the Volvo ES90 runner-up. We had the Rolls-Royce Spectre, which we can talk about that for a little bit because that's always quite fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it did feel quite funny putting that as a runner-up because
Why?
that is-
Yeah. We'll tell her why is it called Spectre?
Spectre is
Nothing to do with James Bond.
It's nothing to do with James Bond. I think it sounds quite cool. Spectre. Gosh, I should have.
They've always
read
done,
the press
they've always
release in a
done
bit more
ghosty
detail.
names.
Yeah, exactly.
Phantom,
So there is the ghost.
the Ghost.
The-
Oh yeah, literally Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost,
They-
Phantom, Spectre.
Yeah.
yeah.
They just actually
that
going
sounds
through.
good.
I think it's one of the best sounding car names out there.
And what is different?
So I drove a black
is,
badge.
is
They've
the
done
Spectre? Is the
Spectre
Spectre
is-
based off a previous model?
No.
What was
It's
the one that was like driving a truck?
Cullinan probably.
No, it was two-seater.
Spectre.
No, but before that,
Wraith.
Wraith. God,
It's not a two-seater. It's got two in the back if you want.
Did Wraith have two?
Oh, Dawn the convertible.
No,
Actually,
but
even Dawn
yeah,
has
that was
two-seater.
just that was full on.
Yeah.
That
so
was like
so
driving a truck.
Spectre kind of it kind of took over from Wraith, but they actually say that it didn't. It kind of took over from a car called the Drophead Coupe, which was based on the Phantom. It was
Yeah.
the most
That
opulent,
was like
excessive,
That was I would say Monaco car. That was,
very Monaco.
that was
very Monaco. I mean, this thing
There
was
was you saw a lot. Of it.
gargantuan proportions, but essentially a two.
Yeah, and it had the teak on the back.
It's I mean, it's
It actually had teak, and in my previous life, my previous boss had one, and I had
Did
to
you?
clean the teak.
Should we talk about him?
No, let's move on.
How's he doing?
Let's move on.
So anyway, the Spectre is the sort of successor to the Phantom Drophead or the Phantom Fixed Head Coupe.
Yeah.
It's fully electric. It was Rolls-Royce fully electric car and still is their only electric car. It's really cool. I think it looks, as a styling exercise, it looks
cool.
really badass. It's a very cool looking
I
thing.
feel like styling's good at the moment.
Yeah.
Brands are
Across
like,
the board, or you mean?
I just think across the
Yeah,
board.
yeah.
I think I feel like the last 5 years there was a lot of like, what are
Kind
they
of
doing?
bland things
I mean, I'm not going to mention brands, but there were some like, what's happened? And I feel like everyone is now like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think people have had to step it up as Chinese manufacturers have just started like going.
But I
mass
don't think
producing.
they're doing well. I think the Chinese are like, they're just copying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say.
Which is
they're
why the
copying.
European ones have got to lean back into that design heritage.
But I would
right?
say like, like Spectre,
Yeah.
I think the new Ferrari is like,
Testarossa.
yeah, do you not think
Controversial.
Why is that controversial?
Well,
I think I looked at it and I was a bit like, oh wow.
it works from some angles,
It's also like a cross between a Testarossa and then a Dino front.
Yeah. I on the whole, if we're now sort of segueing off into Ferrari design language, I think on the whole that Ferrari, I quite like their new modernist approach to design. I think it's very different from anything else.
yeah.
Wow.
Joe's just getting a picture of it up there.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Just refresh my
Do you
eyes.
not like it?
Yeah, you see red.
front end. I don't
Different
know about
colours.
the front end.
He's upset because he didn't get advice from the press.
Oh, fine.
so that's why he's
I wondered why, when I said Ferrari
they
horsepower.
only had Auto Press on it and
Yeah.
didn't invite any lifestyle, which seems a bit odd since most people are affording the 400.
Precisely my thoughts.
pounds.
Yeah.
But is that what you thought?
Yeah.
You heard it here now, Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. There we
but
go.
no, so but the styling's cool on that. And then
The styling's cool. I think the front end, it's the same with their current crop of cars. I mean, Manzoni, who's their chief designer, is apparently he doesn't like.
Is he called Mazzoni?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
such a Ferrari chief designer name.
Very.
Mazzoni.
He apparently doesn't like faces on cars, so that's why they've all got this sort of like quite.
Yeah.
They look a bit spaceshipy in
Yeah.
the way that they're heading.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Expensive car, though, isn't it?
It is expensive. I'm not actually up for
400 and
Is it? Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
it's 400. The Spider is more expensive, which always makes me laugh because surely there's
You're getting less metal. Yeah, well, that's a very.
Well, I just think it's obviously the one that everyone was. I mean, that was how a layman would think, but obviously the Spider's the one that.
I think there's more engineering work that goes into
really
engineering a car without that critical
the extra
bit of architecture in it.
£40,000. But I do think that's a good looking car. I think Spectre's good looking. What else is doing? Really
I think we need at this point to say a well done to the Korean manufacturers. I think Hyundai is doing a fantastic job
Hyundai's doing a
on
really
styling.
good job.
Yeah,
I don't know who the creative director doing that, but again, I saw their 4x4 the other day.
Yeah,
and I just suddenly stopped.
The Santa Fe or the EV9.
The big one.
Yeah,
and I just went, actually, this is like cool. I thought their hatchback was really cool, which now you see
the iconic 5.
There's a few Ubers around in it.
Yeah,
but I think for they've done well, and and I think they've set themselves above, and they're not actually they're not cheap.
No, they're not that cheap actually. When you look at them, I mean, most people buy cars on a monthly basis now, and they sort of work out okay on that.
Aren't they?
Very reliable. They usually come with massive warranties. Yeah. So, credit to the Koreans. They've done nailed the car design side of things.
And nice, boxy but futuristic.
Yeah,
cool.
The Polestar 5 is a good looking car.
Polestar 5 is a very good looking car.
Good looking car.
Yes, that was also in our car awards. You've just dropped me.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
That design.
That's not coming out until later on the year.
Yeah. So that's like a bit of a Super Tourer
it's
saloon
going
car.
against an S Class or not.
Yeah,
not really.
It's a different
cheap
offering. S classes will do the hotel runs. I can't see many Polestar 5s doing hotel runs, but I think a Polestar 5 would appeal to someone who liked design, liked to drive their own car.
It's good looking, isn't it?
Very good looking car.
Yeah.
Very sharp styling.
Around about 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much any new luxury car on the market now.
I mean, it is like a car. Just owning a car is a luxury now. Yeah. No, but it is
It is.
I mean, it's amazing. You think a Range Rover was expensive 10 years ago, and that used to be 90.
Yeah.
I mean, a Range Rover,
and then they sort of start around.
Start.
Really?
Yeah.
Not your P38.
No, it's a Monk's game. Get old one.
Not your one.
Way cooler.
Not your
if they
one.
break down, it's still cheaper. I could buy many times over.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Next
time your P38 breaks
when you're
down.
sitting on the side of the M40.
I just had a really big bill for it.
Did you?
I don't.
What was that for? Was it the air? Was it the air suspension?
Airbags.
It's on springs. It's always been on springs.
Okay.
Well, it's since I got it. But the good folks at RR London, Carlos and Mike.
Okay.
Hoping for a discount next time.
Yeah, it would
30% off the bill.
It'd be really needed.
Yeah.
But basically, I hadn't looked at it since I bought it.
And how did you go to? How did you go to this workshop? Did you just Google them? Or?
Yeah, they're the best for classic Range Rovers.
Okay, cool. See, God, you really are taking.
Well, I want to go. You want to go to the best place, and now it drives actually way better. It is lovely. It was a lot that was just slightly wrong.
I like you're a year into what a year every year.
I mean, he's really making up less.
And we're talking driving impressions. I like this.
Yeah. Well, I've only really driven 2 cars, 3 if you count my driving instructor's car, which I wasn't really allowed to open up the taps on that for some reason.
What was it?
That was actually surprisingly
Fiat
good.
500.
No. Leon had a BMW M Series, which was his car, which he then fitted with the spare things.
Yeah.
So actually, really
probably quite punchy,
fun.
actually.
But also, compared to my cars, I don't know about modern cars. It basically drove itself. You couldn't really jolt it from the road because it was
It's reassuring to know that the generation that are passing the test are doing it on autonomous.
Mine actually have to steer.
And so it had the lane thing on.
Pretty much.
Okay,
which is really helpful.
Helps you pass your test.
Really not. It still took me.
I did my test in Dorchester, and it's
famously easy.
No, it's not. It
Famously
famously has the most roundabouts in the UK.
Does it really?
So, and roundabouts is where everyone fails.
Surely not more than Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is like the roundabout capital.
Really?
Capital of the
You're
world.
very good at roundabouts, Harry.
Okay, right. Moving on.
We digress.
We digress. Right. What next?
Well, I've got F1 on here.
We've been doing that.
We've got a lot to talk about with
this. This is getting really exciting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is getting exciting in the fact that we've done lots of Formula One drives recently. Most recently, Williams. And you actually did the interview of Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon.
Well, before that, we did James Vowles.
And then you did James Vowles.
Yeah.
Who, for those who don't know, and because because everyone does know because they'll be listening about cars.
And probably watching Drive to
he
Survive.
comes from pretty amazing stock in terms of racing. Brawn.
Yeah, Brawn, Mercedes,
Yeah.
and then Williams, which was quite an odd.
And Williams 5 years ago was on its legs.
Yes.
And now it's turned it around and it's looking like they're going to have a really, really exciting. They've got sponsorship.
Yeah.
They've, Carlos Sainz, which was, Ferrari until
big
Lewis kicked
signing.
him out of his seat.
Yeah.
But and also Alex Albon, I think, is pretty impressive.
He is. Yeah, he's soon to be, as of the Miami Grand Prix this year, will be the longest serving Williams driver in terms of race starts.
Yeah.
Which, given they've had, Mansell, Damon Hill, Senna in through their books, that's quite.
It's got a lot of pedigree, that team, doesn't it?
It's got a huge pedigree.
It would be amazing if they did. It would be like a Brawn story.
It would. I mean, just for those who don't know the full Williams story, please do go and read those 2 articles because you will definitely know after that.
Well, they just came. The cover came out this week, so they're our first digital cover of the year.
It did. Yeah. And
Brilliant cover, that. But look, blue is so good.
It's very striking.
Yeah, Williams.
Yeah, it's very striking.
And I think I think the cool thing about Formula One, Drive to Survive is, as we're recording this, about to come out next week or something.
Is it? Yeah.
But Formula One has just got amazingly interesting suddenly.
It has.
And it's becoming like a more level playing field. And
Well,
Drive to Survive's really helped.
Let's see, because this year's key, because this is a new season, we've got new rules, new cars. Every so often F1 does a reset where they change the rules, and then it can usually disrupt the running order.
Yeah.
So what we've seen previously was we had Red Bull, McLaren sort of being the dominant teams.
Yeah.
That might not be the case.
Yeah.
As of this season.
Apparently Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, had some good lap times.
I haven't been keeping a close eye on.
Well, there was a rumor that apparently he went really fast, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because that would be.
Don't we all want him to do? I mean, personally speaking, that
would make him the great, sort of GOAT, basically. If he
I think he already kind of is.
No, he is, but I would say he is a GOAT, but up there with Senna.
He needs 8, and that will be bugging him.
I mean, he is already the GOAT, but that would be amazing because I think he wanted to go back to that team to win in
yeah, definitely. I think deep down he's still chasing that 8th title. If he gets 8 championship titles, then that's unheard of. No one's ever done that. Then you are christened GOAT for the.
So that's
forever.
interesting. So there's lots, and then anything else in Formula One that's kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, just a note on the Williams thing. So the team hit rock bottom, and basically this is the resurgence, and this year will be key for them because James Vowles come in and just sorted out the team. Come from a very experienced background, Mercedes sort of running order, that kind of thing. They've got money, as Harry said. Now they've got investment. They've got 2 good drivers. So, and speaking to both Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz, they both seem pretty optimistic that this could be the year that Williams gets a win. Maybe not a championship win. I think that's crazy. That would be.
But that could. I mean, the way they're going, it could happen next year.
Yeah,
love it.
You know what I mean? It's they've done a pretty amazing. In the fact they had podiums last year was kind of
yeah, mad. So we'll keep an eye on that one. I think there'll be an interesting one to watch. But like you said, Harry, yes, F1 has become a lot more interesting. It's a lot more slightly unpredictable.
My mum is into F1 now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like...
Nothing to do with the drivers.
No, but they watch Drive to Survive and people just are into it.
Yeah.
It's suddenly hit. What used to be a fairly niche sport to be into has now just become mainstream.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of creators and people writing or creating content about F1 as well coming up through the ranks. So cool. Yes, F1 is interesting.
We did a lot. We've done a lot of F1. We did.
We did Charles Leclerc.
Toto last year.
You did Toto, Joe.
I did Toto.
You did Toto. Sorry.
Toe to toe with Toto. Should have used that as the title.
Yeah.
He's a very.
You didn't stand
nice
up next to him.
man.
You were sitting down for this.
Sat down
because he's quite a big guy.
He's a big guy. He's very impressive. He looks great.
He's also a billionaire now.
Nick, is he?
Yeah, he's big because
has been for a while. I think.
No, I know, but
I think he was before.
No, but no one really you just see him as a team principal, but actually he's got a massive chunk of Aston.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a load of you're a proper businessman.
He's impressive. I mean, and just very charming as well.
Yeah, impressive operator.
Really, really nice.
All these guys have to be good operators, to be honest, because you can't
They're
bounce.
Not going out on a Saturday night, are they?
None of them are doing that anymore.
No.
I mean, actually talking to Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon about what they'd just done in the off-season. Alex Albon, I'm sure he won't mind me saying this because he said it in the interview, but he just got engaged, went to Bhutan and got engaged. brilliant for him. Carlos Sainz went to go play golf in Mexico, but then sort of cut his holiday short to get back to work. Okay. These guys love it. They just love working.
So it's not the days of James Hunt.
No.
The boys.
Would be great to have one of those back there.
God, that would. Yeah. That's what the sport.
They wouldn't be in it though, would they? That's
that's why it would be great. Yeah, suddenly this came back and there was a rookie.
One of them sort of was late.
I mean, who was the last one? I would say the last one was
a hangover. Yeah, well,
Kimi Räikkönen.
How wild he was, but he definitely
he was pretty wild. I mean, he would drink. There's some of the I mean,
Jenson Button was quite wild.
Yeah, really? Interesting.
I think so.
Careful.
Good. Right. Good.
Okay.
So what are we going on to next?
Well, we could wade. Get it into yachts.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah.
Into yachts.
Well, because Rory is also writing lots about yachts at the moment.
Yeah.
So, should we start? Let's start with the one that you most recently did, Wally.
The Wally Wind.
Yeah. I mean,
Wally Wind 110. Bit of a mouthful, but
very cool. So this, I think I actually know a bit more about it than you.
Yeah, go for it.
Although you wrote the article. But Wally Wind is basically like, there was a boat called Wally B, which first came out, I think. I might be wrong on this, and please write in if I am. But that was like the first like luxury. It was a racing yacht, but also could be a cruiser.
Yeah.
And this is now taking it. I personally think they are one of the coolest yachts out there.
Yeah. It looks stunning.
And normally the people that have them, they normally have like a very sexy speedboat right next door, which might be a Wally speedboat.
Yeah.
Or if you're really cool, you have a Magnum.
Is that right?
Yeah, and the Magnum is and that's if you're really cool. But that's when
that's stretching the definition of cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Harry, you're more into boats than you are cars, really. I think.
There's heritage. This is part. That's his career.
Living in the
I just think there's something really cool about them, and I think
they are.
I think when you see a Wally, or a J-class yacht, which is a 1920s American
stunning
carpet, and when you see one of those come in the South of France, and say if you're in Saint-Tropez and that comes in, forget having a super yacht.
For sure.
They're way cool. The people, and everyone just stops. Everyone just goes, wow. And I think Wally is like that. You see them coming around the coast, and you see their black sail, and you see them and they're going fast. They're going 17.
Yeah.
17 to 20 knots. And they're cool.
It's good, isn't
it? And
it's good. And it's really selling the dream here.
There's only two. There's only two that have come out yet for Wally.
Yes.
So Wally and Swan are like the.
Wally and Swan are the two sort of top of the sailing yacht manufacturers, I guess. Mm-hmm. But yes, this Wally Wind thing is beautiful. I mean, it's like they're very different. Motor yachts and sailing yachts, I've been doing a bit of digging into this.
Yeah.
Completely different ends of the spectrum. And actually, there's very little crossover, I think, between anyone that would have a motor yacht and a sailing yacht. They're different, two different buyers after two different things. But sailing yacht is obviously the purest form of being out on the water. And as a result, you have a completely different boat because you are more restricted on what you can do as a layout. You can't just go up on a motor yacht like you.
It's also just like you have to you have to do. You can't motor around on you don't really want to be motoring around on them. And if you have a motorbike, you just go.
Yeah.
And I think this I don't know, people with more style sail.
But it is the
definitely.
Sailing into port is definitely the ultimate flex.
Yeah.
Rather than just cruising in your gym pad.
Well, that's the other thing. Like when they come into the port, and some of these are big boats.
Yeah.
And then they turn into wind, sail goes down, and they just walk into port.
Yeah.
It's kind of
that's shit.
It's a pretty cool look. I always think back to the Thomas Crown Affair, second one with Pierce Brosnan. He writes off that sailing boat. Whoops.
Yes. Great film.
It's a great film.
Unbelievable.
That's the dream one day.
Maybe you're sitting on the dock.
Yeah, I'm sitting way on the dock. Nowhere near. I'm in my Oppie. I'm in my Pico, waiting to go. I would love to do sailing again, actually, but I don't really have enough time because I'm too busy.
How are your sea legs? You good on the...
Oh my God, I used to sail a lot. Yeah, really? But now I just don't have time.
You can tell someone that sails a lot because they just the way they talk with passion about sailing boats is someone who's come from sailing boats.
I mean, why would you not want to go close to the wind, going like that is great. I mean, I actually learnt to sail near the Isle of Wight in the freezing cold water.
Not as cold as the water I learnt to.
Where?
West coast of Scotland. I did a sailing course.
Why up there?
Yeah, ask my
Why?
parents who decided to put me on a
Oh, they
sailing
must
course up
really
there.
not like. Oh, man, that is bad.
It was stunning, but absolutely.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been.
And I just
stunning.
spent the whole first day capsizing
Yeah,
in my
so
legs.
like ice therapy for you is like a walk in the park.
Yeah, exactly.
So sailing yachts onto motor yachts.
Yeah.
We're probably picking. So currently the biggest yacht for sale.
Yes.
Or the most
325 million euros.
Moonrise.
So Joe might have to sell more than the Saab and the Range Rover.
And there's two of them.
Yeah.
So what's the history?
Mic
of
drop.
Moonrise? Are these new builds or?
No, one is.
Well,
one
they are pretty new.
No,
I mean,
one
2020.
One is new, but he built so the guy who owns this boat is Jan Koum,
Yeah.
who found this app that
No one will have heard of it.
no one would have heard of called WhatsApp. Sold it, built Moonrise, the first Moonrise, and at the same time went to Fedship and said build the second one. So I think and I think that the one's a tiny bit bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking sort of, it's
so they look
inches
pretty
bigger.
identical.
Yeah.
And then he has his yellow helicopter. Don't know if it's an Airbus or a helicopter. Do you know?
Yeah, no.
No, I think it might be an Airbus. Anyway, like, it's a bit of a flex. He's had two for ages. And
Why has he got two?
Well, this is a big.
Why not?
Why?
You keep one in the Caribbean and one in the Med.
Well, that's kind of, to be honest, that does sound like a first world problem. But that, in terms of the cost,
I hate it when you got to wait for it to come.
No, well, it's 2
Yeah.
weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Infuriating.
And actually, it costs quite a lot of money. Fuel, crew.
Quite a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's the understatement of the year.
We're talking, it's millions. It's millions.
No, it is,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
millions. I mean, like, in some of these yachts, they spend, £300,000 on flowers.
Yeah.
So, like, fuel is that. So, actually, for someone who, but I don't think that is. I think this is generally because he wanted to flex for a bit. He's now even billionaires. I don't know how much he's worth, but like even billionaire, he's now just put it on the market.
Yeah.
And which is kind of weird because you think if you have a yacht like that, you want to design it yourself. Yeah. I personally would if I was going to but they take minimum 4 years to build. Mm-hmm. So
they're huge.
Actually, if you're Mr. Crypto guy who's just made his first billion by listening to some guy at the pub tell you about a little tip, and you suddenly have all this money, you don't want to wait, and actually you want to go bang, I'm done. So they have this premium, and actually this is the most craziest thing. Some people make money out of doing this.
Flipping, like flipping houses, but flipping
yachts. the famous one was the famous person that made money out of boats was Eddie Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Well, he used to do because he was wheeler dealer.
Yeah.
He used to have this deal with Sunseeker where he would say that I'll take the first one, but he'd give me a really amazing deal and I'll promote it to all my wealthy friends. So he would then sell it on as a premium because he would have the first one.
Very clever.
So he was the only. Normally boats are known as money pits.
Right.
Bit like a Range Rover and an old
money
Saab.
pits, yeah.
And but
we're lining you up, Joe.
Yeah. But yeah, Moonrise is now for sale. So anyone.
It is.
How much is it?
325 million.
321 million. And
325.
And a running cost would be
10%.
Yeah, 10%
a year.
Yeah, that's what they estimate. So,
22
million, small fry really.
Yeah,
But
and I feel like we've just gone through a massive rush of boats now, and I think it's now like chilling out a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah,
We had Kismet.
Breakthrough was another big one that came to market.
Which has now just been sold.
Yeah,
Bill Gates has sold it.
sold it.
Yeah,
he didn't really have it very long.
He didn't.
At all.
I don't think he even stepped on it.
No, I don't.
Really?
I think he got divorced, and I'm not saying he needed to sell it because of his divorce.
Yeah.
but I think it. I don't
Going
know.
through changes.
Going through changes. That was hydrogen powered as well.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's, hence the breakthrough.
and
name.
it's a good looking.
Zuckerberg bought a yacht 2 years ago.
Zuckerberg has a yacht.
I believe it was we used to own to an oligarch who got sanctioned before he could buy it.
Really?
No,
Poor guy. That's probably true.
I think so, and that's why Zuckerberg actually got it at a steal.
There's a few bargains to be had in the sanctioned
there
super
are.
yacht.
Well, they're all in Turkey and Montenegro.
Yeah. I'm not
think
sure
that-
how much you want to be taking one of those on in case the owner suddenly decides
Yeah.
to want it back.
They're
Pops
not.
out.
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of true actually. But Bezos they're all these tech guys have got. Bezos has a sailing yacht
Does he?
called
Always like that.
Koru.
Yes. Stunning.
And
Yeah.
he has a separate boat I can't remember the name of it, but just carries the toys, helicopters,
Wow.
everything else.
That was a trend a while back, and it's sort of
Still going.
Yeah,
and that's
very much
again
still
like
going.
They follow you around.
ultimate
chase boat, just sort of, but it's a big chase boat that carries anything from like submarines to helicopters to
Just in case.
well, you see all your stuff you don't want to have to cluttering up
of course.
your deck space.
I mean, do you think? Would you say? I mean, having a boat is definitely more luxurious than having a private jet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private jets. Everyone.
Everyone.
But like
again, podcast of the people. There.
but you can. I mean, a private jet is not such a money pit. They're not literally eroding every.
Well, I
single
guess they're
day.
like functional as well.
They're functional, but you can't chill. You don't go on holiday on a jet. It's just transport, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably get on holiday on a jet.
No,
but
when you-
I know what you
you're
mean.
not on
You're
holiday on the
It's not
jet.
the destination, whereas the yacht is
the destination and the transport.
Yeah,
It's
agreed.
great. It makes a lot of sense, guys.
It does. It does. It makes sense.
Doesn't Jeff Bezos, final thing on him, doesn't the yacht he owns, the masthead, literally the masthead, is it the masthead?
No, you're thinking of the
what
the
are they
front.
called?
Kismet.
No.
the bit at
But
the
you know,
front.
in the old naval ships, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
women at the front.
Yes.
It's of his wife.
It's a moulding of her.
yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
rather
quite
rather big something, but I won't go. into
Yeah.
that. But it is actually it's her on the front,
Lauren Sanchez.
and it's carved out of wood.
Well, Kismet has something similar, but it's a Jaguar.
The Jaguar
for the Jacksonville
'cause,
Jaguars.
Yeah, the owner owns the Jacksonville
Yeah.
Jaguars. Yeah.
Really?
And Kismet, not so long ago, appeared. There has been 3 Kismets. I'll have you know.
Well, the other
is
Kismet
the
sold
most
to
recent.
Eric Schmidt.
Yes, it did.
So,
So the old Kismet, which now got renamed, can't remember what it got renamed, sold to Eric Schmidt.
don't know.
The new Kismet,
SEO.
which came a few years ago, probably a couple of years ago, was moored on the Thames.
Yeah.
Again, about last year, because he came to a Jacksonville Jaguars match
Oh yeah,
and thought he would park it next to Tower Bridge.
Yeah.
there was a party on it.
It's a
Someone
bit like-
invited me
it's
to
a
that
bit like-
party.
Well, it's a bit.
And
like,
you turned it down.
do you turn
I
it
was
down?
It's
a bit like you at the rugby when you
You were
bring the
busy.
Range Rover.
put the gates.
Put the gate down. Does it have a gate? Does the gate work?
Of course it does. You sit on it. It's beautiful.
I bet
it's a good backup.
it's jammed a few times.
Never jammed.
Yeah?
Never.
I bet it has.
It's for sale.
But he's probably lost the whole clicking noise. It's just like
Yeah, that's the best bit about it. That's really why I wanted it. It folds down.
Split tailgate.
it's always
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
The
don't
new
get that
ones,
on
I
a
think the new ones do have it. Do the new ones have the split tailgate?
A few cars. I mean, I've got a BMW X7 temporarily, which has a split tailgate, which Range Rover inspired, I guess.
Yeah.
But not that the Germans would want to admit that.
Yeah.
But it's a very decent
What's the
Range Rover
BMW
rival.
X7 like?
It's a Range Rover rival, really, is the clearest way to describe it. It's very big, luxurious, 7-seater.
Which does it have the really big thing at the front?
Yes, but it kind of, because
think
it's
they
bigger.
I'm not sure about
You
that.
mean the
What
kidney grills?
Yeah.
The kidney grills.
It's a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what they call kidney grill?
Yes.
That says a lot about
Yeah.
Rory Kidney Gills.
There we go. There we go.
Fill in my middle names with that.
Good. So what have we? Let's. What have we got coming up? What's like?
What have we got
What
coming
is
up?
2006?
Well,
2006.
One of-
What does
one of-
2006
Six
hold for
holes.
us?
Like
2006.
I'm not talking about politics. I'm just talking about car world.
2026.
Well, like what are you really excited about this year? Like,
Well, what I'm really excited about, and is happening quite soon, is the Aston Martin Valhalla is coming
Oh, my
to market. I mean,
How much
I've already
is
seen
that?
some pictures of, I think, customer cars already been delivered. So
to who? To Lawrence Stroll himself.
probably,
I mean, how much are they?
again, not
But millions,
so up on
millions,
price.
millions.
No, they're not.
Oh,
millions.
really?
No, they're not.
But
they're
this,
not
I thought this was like
Valkyrie.
a Bugatti.
No, it's not Valkyrie.
Oh, okay, I'm
Valkyrie
thinking
was their like bonkers Adrian Newey designed hypercar.
Well, he's now also designed a Red Bull one, which
Yeah,
you
which
wrote about.
we sort of skipped over that topic, but we can go back to it.
And how much is that?
Again, you're really
Yeah.
quizzing me on the
Sorry.
Yeah,
on the prices. That
Rory doesn't ask the price.
Okay. just takes it. Just add it. Done.
Matter to him.
I don't want to know the price.
Yeah.
So Valhalla is okay. So tell us-
Valhalla is a mid-engined Aston Martin, so this is
So it's going to be amazing handling.
It should be.
Should be.
Yeah. I mean,
When are you testing it?
in a few weeks actually.
Oh, so it
that's-
could go in the next issue.
Yeah.
You haven't
There we
pitched it
go.
yet. There we go.
Yeah, perfect. So that is going to be very exciting. That's a big car for them because it's sort of territory they've not really been into. I mean, Valkyrie, which again is that hypercar, was slightly niche and probably only a few of them. A bit of a halo product for the brand. But whereas Valhalla's a bit more of a this is a car that people will drive on the road as well as a track. It's, I guess, going head to head with some of the top Ferrari supercars.
I really hope it does well. I've got a big love for Aston at the moment.
I do.
I feel like they're making great cars. I feel like the styling's amazing, and I feel like it deserves to be up there with Ferrari in terms of profitability and success.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, it's famously been one of these cars, just constantly being sold. Stroll, he's a bit of a beast of a businessman, and he's obviously like being very successful. And he's done very well with the Formula One team. He's made a lot of money out of that. But Aston is like just never seems to quite make it. And I will say, I think you and I agree on this. Like the quality is just insane.
The product has never been better.
The product's never been better.
I'm sort of talking 10, 12 years worth of driving.
Yeah. They deserve to win.
Yeah, they do. And
no, but they do. I mean, it's like a lot of. I think there's a lot of
they're great cars. They really are great cars.
Right.
One of my
done all the styling on it.
Yeah, they look brilliant.
Handling as well. And the Brits deserve to take on the.
Yeah, it's that sort of.
God's sake.
Yeah, those Ferraris, they need to chill out a little bit.
Well, Ferrari might have met its match. I think
I think they actually.
The days of.
We just need Bond to get a move on and release that next film. And
very true. I mean, Callum Turner.
Yeah,
apparently.
Talking of base.
Is that right?
What's going on?
Digital cover star Callum Turner.
Yeah, he was. We put him. Yeah.
I know we had a very cursory but pleasant Callum Zoom call in 2024, and now I mean his stock's just rocketed, but he is now odds-on favourite by a way.
I think he would be a good.
Is he? I'm not been keeping up.
I like him a lot.
I didn't know he was.
He's a very good actor.
Okay.
I think they should have gone for someone completely unknown. Anyway, we're not doing a Bond episode.
Yeah,
and it's not decided yet either.
No, but it's all interlinked.
The car will be.
It's all interlinked.
But it is interlinked.
I
think but actually, it's a big part of Aston, isn't it? So that and.
Will they maintain it with it's under new ownership now, right? I'm sure that the Eon who
well, that's when you'll see Faith, which is Stroll's yacht, parking up next to Koru and having a little discussion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Definitely.
As billionaires do, one-on-one
discussing the ins and outs. But no, a parting note on Aston Martin. They were also in our car awards as the performance SUV of the year. With the DBX.
I mean, that car's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that car's, there's no
DBX.
There's no reason to buy one. But there is.
Well,
that car is nuts.
As someone, let's not leave Joe out this conversation with
it's a DBX, and they're just ridiculous.
They are. I mean, they are very fun.
It's like a 4x4, and I think it is. Is it the fastest? No.
It used to be the most powerful, and then Ferrari brought out the Purosangue.
Yeah, I just think that car's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, and how much are these?
Oh,
again, here we go.
What?
He's so.
I need an encyclopedic knowledge of every car.
I mean, Well,
you're looking around 170, I think.
170. If you buy a 2022 DBX, 29,000 miles.
Yeah, but we're not going. If we go into second-hand territory, then we could be looking at anything.
Okay, yeah.
But
guide.
Why are you going?
A new one, 2025. Oh, whatever. 2025 is 200.
But they're cool cars.
They're really cool cars.
And that was actually in our car awards. You left out a lot of car awards stuff. But anyway, don't worry.
Well, we can. Yeah.
And now you need to work on your next one. Because when's the motor shows?
Well, good question.
They're not really doing.
Do motor shows even exist anymore?
Really?
Because
that would be when all the releases come out, and I think now people just release stuff as they go along.
Do you know what's become the sort of de facto motor show now is Goodwood actually? Goodwood Festival of Speed and having the ability to drive a car up the hill at Goodwood has become a lot more attractive for car manufacturers than to have it sat in a trade show hall. Yeah,
and it's just.
But I don't know about that.
Cooler. Yeah. Beautiful surroundings.
Goodwood.
And you can see it moving.
A dinner there.
Yeah.
Calm and chill with.
We haven't done a dinner there.
David Tolomai.
We haven't done a dinner there for a while, but yeah, we will. We will.
Yeah, do one. I mean, Goodwood's always a big landmark. Yeah. And actually Car Week as well in Monterey. If we're talking sort of...
that's ridiculous.
The landmark car events of the year now are like Car Week.
When the Americans come and they just make everything look better.
Have you been? It's absolutely insane.
But you do realise, I tell you what actually, as well, like, the ice and things now.
Yes.
These things, which I think the ice is like, it's obviously this year was like peak ice.
Peak ice.
And a lot of people walking around the lake in San Marino, it's your second home. And
You're fitting well there with your
he
stuff.
basically just seems to review the hotels there every year, and I really just don't know how much you can write about a hotel again.
Well, I mean, ski room if you want to know.
Yeah, I was going to say there's not that many new hotels.
No, but honestly, he just retakes the same 4, and then there'll be a little article that comes on the Gentleman's Journal. Oh, best club.
Oh, the club. Yes,
Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah.
see-
Greta actually reposted that saying we voted the best club sandwich in the world.
Well, there we go. And
then I DM them being like, yeah, sweet, like,
yeah.
you know.
And when they make an amendment to their club sandwich, you have to go out and test that again.
I have to do
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
There we
So
go.
I get flat.
Right. On that crucial bit of journalism, investigating.
We started on cars and we've ended on club
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Car sandwich. Well, anyway, thank you.
No problem. Always a pleasure.
Looking for. We're not going to leave it till next year.
No.
I think we'll have another. What do you reckon, May?
Yeah, there should be a fair bit to talk about.
You would have driven at Valhalla,
Valhalla by then. Also, summertime will be coming around, and that's
and there'll be lots of boats. I think we just do some more speedboats. We haven't done any speedboats.
Yeah,
So
speedboats.
let's
Yeah,
try
yeah.
and, have a look at that. And by that time, you would have bought a Volvo estate.
The Volvo estate, maybe a speedboat. How much are those setting you back?
You'll be married actually by the
I'll be
next time.
married.
No, you're just about to get married. Anyway,
Oh, we need to
on
talk
that-
wedding cars.
On
We'll
that,
do
yeah, we'll do wedding
Cars.
cars.
Offline.
Maybe we could do a little review, all 3 of us, so we could tell us
Wedding
different
cars.
wedding cars. Right, here we go.
Are you getting married?
No,
It's a scoop.
no. Right. So on that note, yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. For
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Rory.
No problem.
Bye.